Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in podcast mode. If you guys don't know, we do upload podcasts / teen parents talk / family vlogs and a bunch of other things that I feel like it's very interesting. It keeps our channel interesting. It's not just like
it's all over the place though.
Plain, yeah, it's all over the place and it's fun. So
yeah,
I hope you guys enjoy it. But today's video is going to be about how we bought our house at 18 and 19. And yeah, if you guys want to watch it, stick around because that is today's topic. I'm not really going to get into specific story times. We're just going to get into what we did, how it happened, and how it worked out for us. Because we did hit a couple bumps in the road when we were trying to purchase a home, and we're going to get into that. Let's go back to 2021.
This was right after I finished, not even right after I finished. I got my my job. So what I do, I'm a maintenance technician. So I went to school for literally only 1 year.
Only 1 year to be a maintenance technician.
To be a maintenance technician,
But you went to school for 2.
Yeah, I went to school for another year, and that's like programming. But what I went for was industrial maintenance, and that only took me 9 months to finish. So that's how quick it was.
And after that, he was okay, but that's not how he got the house though.
No,
I mean,
it's not
it is
house, but it's a qualification. Obviously,
yeah,
it's a job.
So basically, after he got that's not the only thing that qualified him though. No. Because if he would have just did that 1 year, it doesn't qualify you to buy a house. Like the only reason why because if you guys know, you have to have 4 years. No, not 4 years. I don't know the specifics. Keep in mind, guys, we are in California. We're from the Central Valley, but I can't remember the specifics of what exactly you need to buy a house. But I do know that you're supposed to be at school or working in the same field for like 2 years minimum.
I think so.
And at that time, like when we tried applying for the house, it was only 1 year of him working. And working, but it wasn't that basically, since he was going to school for maintenance technician and he got a job in maintenance technician, they counted
as like 2
his
years.
School. Yeah, they counted his time that he was at school, even if he was working at KFC, as a job, like as that 1 year of him working as a maintenance technician.
Believe it or not, it helps out too, because you're going to school, you get your certificate, your bachelor's, whatever you're getting, you're going to use that certificate. And you're gonna stay in that field of work forever, basically. So wherever you go, you're gonna get around that same pay. So when you're going to apply for a loan officers see that and they get a little bit more of a
security.
Security.
He went to school, so he's always going to have
that same pay
that
grade.
Same background, that same pay. Yeah. So it's very important that everybody understands that because it's like
you can't be a fucking janitor then go get a job at freaking McDonald's, you know? It's just two like different things, different pays. It's like all over the place. Like what I went for is strictly this job title, and I'm gonna be always around this certain pay grade, so they can like trust me a little bit more, you know?
Yeah, they trust him more with the loan versus if you are somebody who went to school for let's just say social work, and then you go and you become like a teacher or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's like 2 different things. Or if you go to school to become like a realtor, but then you end up as a janitor, they're like, no, they won't count those years that you were at school, those 4 years you were at school, 2 years, 1 year, 3 years, whatever, how many years you were at school, they will not count that toward your qualifications and what they require for you to even get a loan out. He finished his first year as maintenance technician, and he was already going to his second year doing something else. You can do as much programs as you'd like. Nathaniel wanted to do HVAC, he really wanted to do all of these different cool ones.
But it was all within the same field of work, which is just literally maintenance technician, maintenance mechanic, industrial maintenance. So it all fell into the same category.
Because he could become like a maintenance technician, and then later he can do the electrical part of it.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah. So you will, because there's different sections of it. There could be you do just the fixing part now, and then the other part's
I'll explain it.
You do the electrical part.
No. Oh, okay. No, I get it. So yeah, so maintenance.
Because they're all different. They're all different pays.
Yeah, different pay. Yeah.
There's so many different maintenance technicians. Yeah,
maintenance in general, because you have maintenance mechanic, maintenance technicians.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, regardless, it was in the same field of work. Maintenance mechanic, maintenance technician, electrician, HVAC tech, whatever it is, it's in the same field of work, so it was always related to the same type of work.
And programming too, but that one.
Yeah, programming too. It was still related to that type of work, so looking back to a loan officer, they felt a little bit more security when taking us into consideration.
Yeah, when giving him a loan. Okay, let's start from the beginning. We just wanted to give you guys some background on what he does and things like
And
that.
how, like, what job was used for the qualification. That's what I do to this day. So
2020, you go to school, right?
Yeah.
So you go to school, you graduate in 2021. Yes.
Yeah, in 2021.
2021 of June. So then Nathaniel gets a job right after, like in June, all the way till August, you get a job.
I have a job for the full year of maintenance technician.
June, but you get a job.
Yep.
And then from June to August, you get your first ever job. He accepted whatever job at that point that was maintenance technician titled.
Yeah.
Whatever job to get his foot into the door. And then right after that, you start like going into interviews, right? And then in August, that's when you start your programming.
Yeah.
He starts like going to school for programming, and that was the same thing, a 9-month program. So he's doing that in August. You get a new job in August too. As soon as you start, he got a new job and he started school.
Mm-hmm.
So then you work there for
a full year while going to school for that full year.
For a full year in 2021, right, guys? So while he's working, I'm like, hey, while he's working and going to school for programming, I'm like, hey, let's like look into getting a house. And he didn't believe that it was like that possible.
Yeah, with that fast. Cause I felt like you needed a lot more background, a lot more experience with work, and I just thought like there was just too much obstacles to go through and get a house. I didn't think it was that easy. I don't know if it was just because of COVID and like
I don't know the circumstances now, but in 2021, because that is when we started looking, and we started looking in September.
Yes.
No, in November, because it was around Thanksgiving time. Yeah, it was like right after Thanksgiving we started looking. Okay, so we talked to a realtor, and the realtor we talked to was my mom's cousin's son, right, guys? So we talked to him, and I was like, hey, like I was already talking, and we were thinking, like I think it was like more of like I wanted to go to school for real estate, and he was a realtor, so we were like, he was kind of guiding me, and we had already kind of like, I was like, hey, so what do you think about this? Like, this is our situation, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, hey, let's sit down and let's talk numbers. Let's see if, like, how much of a house you can afford. We'll get into the specifics of the numbers once we talk to the lender. But right now, we're just talking to the realtor, guys. So we talked to the realtor, and he's like, hey, like, blah, blah, if you guys want me to represent you, this and that. And we're like, yeah, whatever, represent us. Like, that, whatever, we don't care. So we signed, like, that little thing for him to represent us. Mm-hmm. And from then on, we had a realtor. Okay, guys, that's honestly, I think it's important to have a realtor when you're purchasing older homes. I don't think, not so much when you're purchasing a new build.
Not really.
I don't really think so. It's that necessary.
I don't think that. All they do is look for the house for you and tell you which models they have.
For the house. Like, I found the house.
She found, honest, I'm gonna tell you, if I'm being honest, I mean, no shade to him, but she was basically a realtor in that situation. She looked at the house, she chose the house, asked all the questions about numbers and everything, and that's it.
He wasn't there, not even for us to get our keys.
No.
Nothing. Like, he was not there.
He didn't even see the house. He never stepped foot in the house. He never seen the house.
Never even congratulated us. Never. He did not.
No.
And honestly, I think that was pretty fucked up. Like, I really don't care who, what, when, why, what. Like, if you got, like, you know what I mean? Like, we trusted you. This is our first ever home. And, like, we didn't even get a congratulations.
No, we went through all that little, like, hassle of, like, figuring it out, like, together.
Yeah, like, we did it all, guys. So I'm telling you, for a new build, you really don't need a realtor, but it would be helpful to have one, especially one that's, like, super caring and thoughtful and, like, because I feel like it would have made my life a lot easier.
No, I'm like, he got a free check.
He did get a free check.
He got a free check.
Yeah. So anyways, basically, guys, we talked to him. We accept everything. We're like, okay, let's do it. So we talked to our first. He signs us up to talk to a lender, right? One of his, like, I guess, like, friends or something. But we talked to this lady lender, and it's just me and Nathaniel, and we go and we sit down. Okay. So first thing she tells us is, like, they basically have a format right in front, like name, date of birth, this, that, social security. They pull up your credit. They, like, you just really just, like, spitting numbers at them.
Yeah.
Everything that you have. Okay, how much time did you go to school? Like, guys, and then honestly, something too, when you talk to a lender, if they are good lenders and you tell them your situation, like, if you tell them, like, hey, like if she tells you, hey, I need like you need $20,000 for this house, and you're like, hey, I don't have that, but I can have it in like 6 months before we close.
They can
They'll
continue
still
to
get you approved.
They'll start the process.
Yeah, they'll still get you approved, and yeah, they'll continue the process.
Yeah. Don't just be like, oh, you know, like a bad lender, but like you don't got it. All right, then later.
Yeah, because good lenders don't do that.
No,
yeah.
they work with you, and if you know like know what you're saying or have the confidence to like speak up and just be straightforward with them, your situation.
Yeah, don't lie.
Don't lie. Just be straightforward. If you don't got it, you don't got it. But if you know for sure you can have it, and then let them know that, and they'll work with you. And even if you don't have it, okay, what happens? You just don't get the house then?
Yeah, whatever. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Like, just be truthful with them. 110% truthful. So that's what we did with her when she was like talking to us. We started giving her numbers and stuff. And so basically for credit, because you have to have really good credit, that time Nathaniel's mom.
Yeah, so this okay, I'm not gonna lie, this helped out, but it did not get the job done. So she was trying to help me out back when I was maybe 17 years old. She put me as an authorized user on her credit. So to the naked eye, for the creditors, they're looking at it like, okay, he already has an established credit because he's he's an authorized user on a person that has outstanding credit. My mom has very good credit. She was probably like 800.
Yeah, his mom has really good credit.
So
she put him on as an authorized user on one of her cards.
So yeah, so that got me a boost, which I didn't know. So right off the bat, I already started off like at 700.
Yeah, he had like 750.
Nah, I was like 715. But regardless.
Yeah, it was 715.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing he had on as credit.
Yeah. So regardless, it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I still needed to add something, and I still needed to pursue that and like make it better.
Yeah, because
just because of my experience, I don't have that much work experience, so that's why they're like, okay, you have good credit, but you're not.
It's not even that it was good credit. Like it was. Okay, so this is what they seen. This is how the lady explained it to us. You have good credit. I look at your credit, 715. Wow, really good. I can give you a house. But I look at it, you're an authorized user. It's not your card.
Yeah.
So you're not you don't have strong credit. Does that make sense? It's still not yours. So yeah, he had good credit, but it wasn't strong.
Yeah.
So she said, like, you need to have your own credit established. Exactly. She's like, so how about we start working on you? So in a year to a year and a half from now, you can be like a strong like person to buy a house. You know, you can have your own credit. She's like, because like you have the good credit, but it's just that a bank is not going to give you money because your mom put you on a car when you were 17. Like she's like, they look at things like that. You don't like you know you could even have like a 680 and they will give you a house over somebody with a 715 if he just had an authorized user on, like if he was just an authorized user. Because when people and banks are giving you loans, guys, they look at everything.
Obviously, yeah.
Every single thing they look at. So basically at that point they told Nathaniel, like, okay, like keep in mind too, guys, I did not go on the house at all. This is all Nathaniel by himself, completely alone. There's no cosigner, there's nothing. And she tells him, like, okay, so you need to get on your own credit. So he had to open up his own credit card with she said to do it with a credit union because I think their reports are faster than actual other ones. So we had EECU, Educational Employees Credit Union. He opens up a credit card with them and she's like, okay, now get another card, like another one that's just you. So what Nathaniel had to do is he opened one up with Citi.
Yeah,
with Costco.
Costco, yeah.
So he got a Costco credit card, he got approved for that. And she just said, like, don't touch them now. Like,
you have them, just don't touch them.
Yeah, you have them. Like, we just need to know that, like, you have credit cards.
That you approved.
Yeah, and just don't touch anything. So yet again, like we were like, she's like, that's just like one step now. So that credit, guys, that's what clears the credit. That's how Nathaniel had his credit, was because his mom put him on a credit card when he was like 17, 16.
No, I don't even know. 17 or
she put him on a credit card as an authorized user. She has really good credit, guys, really good credit. So I don't know if she had bad credit, if it would have affected you.
Yeah,
I think so, huh? So basically, yeah, she put him on. And that helped him, but it did not establish his credit because you need to have your own credit cards.
Yes.
You have to get approved for like a big credit card. So once he was getting like approved and like showing that he was making money, and then you have to show your like bank statements.
Exactly, though. Like you can't just get approved without the funds, you know. So luckily I had the job, so I was able to get approved for those type of funds. So they kind of got like a more security blanket on them. Like, okay,
Like
you
he's
can
fine.
do
Like
it.
yeah,
You can
he's
do it.
making money. Yeah, he's fine. Cause it's credit is a very important, but they want to make sure that one you even have the money.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. So credit. That's how he was able to get it in the credit aspect. Okay, now for the whole like job and stuff like that. Like she said, she told Nathaniel, she's like, just because you went to school for maintenance technician and you are in maintenance technician, you will continue to be in maintenance technician. She's like, you have your years that you need to qualify.
Yeah, it was like only 2.
Yeah, I think they only needed 2. So at that point, Nathaniel was already on to his like 3rd year. So yeah, that was like another thing that like you needed. And I want to say that was it, huh? Like that was pretty much it. You just have to have the credit, the money for it. Oh, and then the down payment. So when it came down to the down payment, she did say, okay, because you can do like the first time home buyers thing where you put no money down, and like there's like so many programs you guys could get. There's like so many things, like you don't have to put any money down, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. There's like so many things, but if you're not making enough to afford the house without any down payment, then how do I explain that? So in 2022, around that time, Nathaniel had just like his first ever base level maintenance technician job. And what was your pay?
It was 24 an hour.
24.
24.
And, yeah, just $24 an hour. And at the time in our bank account, we had $1,000 in our bank account. But remember, we had it all in cash because COVID had just happened.
Wait. When
we first ever did it with the lender, we had only like $10,000. Okay, so yeah, we probably had like 18,000.
Yeah, we had 18,000, and we'll be truthful. That's saved just with me working at KFC. Financial aid between me and you.
Yeah, we had financial aid, and we were saving every dime.
And when I got my maintenance job, that's when we got to save for real.
And keep in mind too, we were living at my mom's, and she did not charge us any rent.
So we're just collecting and saving. So that's the only reason how we got to save money.
Yeah, we got to save every cent. Everything that financial aid gave us, we saved. Every stimulus check they gave us, we saved. All of his checks, we saved. And like we never really bought anything.
We didn't buy nothing. The only thing we got was literally for Adeline. And you didn't even start doing your lashes or nails.
Yeah, I stopped. I didn't do my lashes.
Nothing.
I didn't do my nails. I didn't do my hair. Like I did nothing. Like absolutely nothing.
Just plain.
Yeah, and he would get his haircuts like once.
I was getting my haircuts like once every, even like a month sometimes.
Yeah, like
it was bad.
We were pretty bad. And like our clothes, guys, we didn't even go shopping, huh?
Got nothing.
We're pretty bad, yeah, guys. We did not we tried our best to not spend any type of money, so that is where literally like all our savings came from. So I think at the time it was like $18,000, and the lady was like, okay, well, if you want we were approved for like a $220,000 home, or like a $260,000 home, but that's with no down payment.
Oh yeah.
Like basically you'll pay only like $1,800 a month for your house with no down payment for this, but you have to have like a $250,000 house.
Yeah.
And when we were like, that's what he was pre-approved for.
Yes.
Like they were already like, yeah, you could do it all by yourself. You don't need no cosigner. You don't need nothing. You don't need no down payment. We cover it all, but only $260,000, $50,000. And when we were looking at it, we were like, oh, that's not like.
Well, I mean, we wanted to be somewhere in a decent area too, so obviously that came into play. I'm not gonna lie, at that point we shouldn't even like been able to choose, in my opinion. I feel like we just had to take what we had.
Though, but not even take what we have though, because it's an investment. A home is an investment.
No,
would we have really been happy with a fixer-upper?
No,
no. And that's just something that does not align with the way that we live. Like it's not even like, and I'm not talking bougie. I'm talking about like, guys, we're literally busy 24/7. We're doing something all the time. I don't have time to be fucking ripping up the carpets and putting.
No, that's true.
Like it's just a fixer-upper wasn't in our thing. And did we have the money for a fixer-upper? Yeah. We did not have the money for a fixer-upper at all. Yeah, we had $18,000 saved, but
that's nothing though.
What's that for a fixer-upper? And especially older home, you guys know things happen to them all the time. So when she told us that, we were like, okay, like thank you. And then we did tell her like, okay, what about if we want a house that's like in the 300 and like 50,000, 70,000, 80,000, like how much do we have to give down? And she's like 10%. So we're like, what is that? So we did the math, and obviously it's like 38,000. If you want a $380,000 home, it's 38,000.
Yeah.
And she's like, and then you have to pay closing costs.
Yeah, and then you gotta pick your lot.
And then you gotta pick your lot.
Like new construction.
There's like a lot of fees to it,
Yeah.
and we were like, oh my god, $38,000 just to start out for the house. And we were like, oh my goodness, like that's a lot. Like that's a lot. Keep in mind that's already $20,000 more than what we had.
Literally.
So we were like, dude, how are we gonna do that? And so we were just like kind of like scratching our heads like, fuck. Okay, we went home and we talked about it and we thought about it. We went to go look at houses, and with our realtor we went to the first house, and it was a fixer upper. We go to that house. Remember that house?
Yeah, I remember that one. It's like on the other side of this where we're at.
Yeah, it was like a 2-story. It was a very big fixer upper.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had a good layout. I'm pretty sure the person who got that flipped it. It was a nice one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that person that got it flipped it because it was beautiful.
It was beautiful. I had a good layout.
For how big it was.
It was cheap. It had a good layout.
It's probably like double our house.
Literally, it just needed like new tile, new cupboards,
new tile, new cupboards,
carpet, whatever.
The outside was still dirt. Like
it was nice though.
It was beautiful.
Nice.
So what we did is we put in our, what is it called?
Loan application or what?
No. You have to.
Our bid?
Yeah, we put in our bid, guys. And basically ours was like the top bid because that's what they do, guys. They don't tell you how much they're selling it for.
They just
no. They tell you how much they're selling it for, but then
they don't tell you how much someone else offers.
Yeah. So okay, so if they say like this house is $360,000, and then like our like realtor would be like, how much do you guys want to offer? And I'm like, well, how much do you think? And he's like, I can't help you guys with that. I don't know if they could or can't, but he just said that he couldn't give us a good ballpark.
Yeah.
And I was like,
we just do an offer.
Yeah, and we talked about it. We're like, let's just say like 380.
Wait, not 380? No.
Yes, we did. We shot high. I remember we shot high. We shot like $20,000 more than it. I remember we shot high.
380. I think the house is cheaper than this one when we bought it for.
No, it wasn't cheaper. It's huge.
Yeah, but just because it was just like it went up hella though. I know it went up a lot.
It went up probably like $200,000. If it was, yes.
Wait, from the time that we looked at it to now, or
yes, from the time that we looked at it to now, you don't think it's up $200,000?
I think it's up like maybe.
We should actually look at it tonight.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We basically we put in an offer. I don't remember how much, maybe $15,000 over. But
maybe
we did throw an offer. Yeah, we did throw an offer.
A decent one.
And so I guess there was like another family who threw an offer too, and ours were like neck and neck. We must have thrown a higher offer because he did say that the only reason why that family chose the other, like the person selling chose the other family, was because they were more established. That was their reason.
Yeah,
established, probably like because they were older and like
maybe but maybe I mean I don't know if they're going through like a bid thing, or maybe they should know him.
They probably know.
Because why would you give it someone who's more established? You're getting the money from a check.
No, okay, yeah, they're getting the money from a check. Okay, but if we go into escrow and escrow's like, yeah, we don't want to approve him, because that's another thing too, guys. You guys can get the house, you can get pre-approved, but then when escrow hits, anything can happen. They could be like, because that's when they're looking deep into you. They're like pulling up all your records, like, give me your guys' bank statements, your guys' this, your guys' that, let me see how much you made. Like, that's when they dig
that's when they like start nitpicking everything.
Yeah, they start nitpicking every single thing. So I think that's what they meant. Like, they're more
like, why do you work at KFC? I'm like, what the fuck you mean? I was fucking 18.
I was 16.
I was 17, bro.
Yeah,
because
he was only 19 at the time. Like, what really, like, how established could you be at 19?
I'm like, bro, to this day, I don't even know how we got this shit. I really don't know how we got it. It's pretty trippy.
So, anyways, guys. Yeah, so basically at that point, we didn't get the first house. And me and Nathaniel were like, you know what? Like, let's just, like, look into the new builds. Like, let's just look into it, guys. Let's, like...
I'm being honest, when we started looking into the new builds, I was just going just for you. Like, okay, I'm doing this just so she can get it out of your system.
Why?
I didn't think, no.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to get it.
Guys,
I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to,
I don't believe in, like, can't, or it won't happen.
Cats?
Can't.
Oh,
Like can't.
cats.
Fucking cats are real, bro.
What's the other cats? Okay,
no, like
no,
cats
bro.
or won'ts or will nots. Cause I'm like, bro, bullshit. Like we can't get that fucking house. Like, what do you, there's always a way you can.
No, yeah, there
There
is.
is never no fucking
Now
way.
I believe it.
Have you ever heard that story? And it's like, you can't go over it, can't go under it. You have to go around it.
No, I just know if there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I remember hearing that story when I was little, and I was like, damn right, you can't go around that mountain. Let's go.
Well, like,
So that's
whatever.
how I was at the time.
But yeah, when we came here, I was like, let's get it out of her system so she can like get her answers and let's just go.
Yeah.
You know,
But
it's kind of like a like a stubborn person. Like, you know,
I
like the
was
door's
stubborn.
red and like no, it's yellow from here. Like, go get closer and look at it. It's red.
And
Hurry
then I
up
look
and come
closer, and
back.
I'm like, told you there was a smudge yellow.
Yeah.
There's always a fucking way.
But whatever. Yeah. Basically,
So
that was my intentions. I'm like, let's just go.
He didn't think it was gonna happen,
No,
you guys.
I didn't. I really didn't.
Anyways, guys, when you guys have that mentality, it's not gonna work.
Okay, but it's not like I was praying that it don't work. I was just like, I don't think it'll work, but let's go
You're
try.
negative Nancy.
How am I negative Nancy? I said, let's go try. I didn't, but I'm in my back of my head, I'm like, if it doesn't work, I mean,
Hell
of
no,
course
me, I'm like, it's gonna work. I'm gonna move out. I'm gonna start like buying stuff. Like it's going to happen.
Well, yeah, I know, 100%. Like,
Now
I understand
I
what
feel
you're
like
saying.
now you're like that too.
No, yeah, now I'm like
But
that.
like yeah,
But in the beginning, I
think,
was just like, damn. I think maybe because I'm just working so much,
and it was
I was
no,
like,
and
I
it
didn't
was
wanna
you
do it.
doing it.
What?
So like it was you. So you didn't believe in yourself.
Basically, kind of, yeah.
You didn't believe in yourself, but I believed in you.
Yeah,
So I could put all my marbles in you.
to this day,
To this day, Poppy.
I'm retired today.
Okay, I can't do that.
But no, okay, maybe that's true, honestly.
I believed in
really
you. I
think-
always believed in
I
you.
didn't think it would be like a possibility, especially at 19.
I believe in you, bro. That much?
Yeah, because even I thought, like, ain't no way someone can buy a house at 19 unless you're rich.
Bruh, no.
I thought
You don't
that.
have to be rich,
You don't
guys.
gotta be rich,
You just have
guys.
to
You
be
don't gotta be rich.
motivated. You just have to want it. You just have to, like, find a fucking way. Because at that point, guys, we still needed $20,000. So,
No, yeah, I felt like, hell no. If someone got, like, a house at 18 or 19, I'm like, bro, no way. Like, your mom or dad had to help you. You gotta have some type of,
Yeah.
like, you know?
And it's crazy, though, guys, because we got so much of that shit. Like, oh my
We got
God.
so much of that.
The amount of people that were,
Like, I'll say, okay, yes.
saying
I'll
the
say
crazy-
yes, but I won't help me my credit. But regardless, I had the funds to back it up. If I didn't have the funds, this shit wouldn't have been possible.
yeah,
So I'm like,
like,
don't even hit me with that shit.
like that. Your
don't
mom
hit me
helped
with
with the
that. No,
credit.
no.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
I still had to go get my credit cards and still apply for them and still go,
And
you know,
still
build a little,
wait,
build
yeah.
a little bit of it. I had to use them. Like, I still did it.
Yeah, you still know. There's a lot. Yeah, and then
I would have got
even
the
then,
house literally without my mom, like, helping me probably like a year
a
later.
year later. Yeah, your mom did boost it up a little bit faster. So we
I'll
got
give her that. Yeah, she boosted up faster, but regardless, guys,
And
without the
we're
funds,
very thankful for her. We
Very
always
thankful,
tell
yeah,
her.
we'll tell her, yeah.
We're very grateful for her, and then for my mom allowing us to stay there without
oh
paying.
yeah,
like,
your mom did a huge help. There was
our
help along
parents,
the way,
yeah,
guys.
there was help. But the thing is, though, that like you can have the help and still not like go for it. And the thing is that we went for it. We're like, hey, like we're in this situation, we can do it, so we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
And honestly, okay, this is where shit, like, I'm not gonna really get into how much fucking we were mistreated, but I'm gonna get into this one situation. So we go look at a house, right, guys? Beezer Homes, don't give a fuck.
Beezer Homes,
Beezer
yeah, they didn't give a
Homes.
fuck. Put them on blast.
They literally were the most disgusting experience ever, guys. So we get there, right? And it's just me and Nathaniel, and we're looking around, and we're so excited to look. And okay, keep in mind, like when the first time we ever went, there was like that like lady that was working in the front office.
Yeah.
She comes out to like kind of like she's looking at the house with us. And the thing is, when you guys are looking at new build homes, like you can just walk in there.
You just walk in, yeah. They have cameras obviously inside the
Like
model
you can
homes.
you sign in and then like you just walk into each model home.
Yeah.
And you can look through everything. The garages are usually locked.
Yeah,
But-
garage is always locked.
But like you're allowed
Yeah, I know, I was saying that.
you're allowed to like
Go look around.
yeah, you don't need anybody to guide you. So anyways, right guys, we get there and we're looking and the lady was like kind of following us, but like being like discreet about it the first time.
I don't know what she is. I don't know if she's a lender or like for the Beezer Homes specifically.
No, I think she's like a customer rep.
Customer rep for Beezer Homes. Whatever. You go to the model homes, there's someone
Wait,
helping you there.
Okay, yeah, the customer rep the first time was one following us around. Okay, the second time we go with our realtor, and the thing is, this is where I fucked up, but I didn't know. Okay, guys, I
And
did
this is how
not
they get
know.
you too. This is how they get you.
Yeah, when you sign in, and it doesn't matter when you sign in, if it's like 2 years ago, 4 years ago.
If you just sign in
general,
you represent yourself.
yeah, you represent yourself.
So
you
a realtor can't help you.
No. Yeah, we didn't tell them that we signed in because like before we came like 2 months
honestly,
ago.
I'm not gonna lie, it's so stupid. Like, it's just a paper saying that, oh yeah, your name to go look at the home, just to go look at them.
Yeah,
but that counts as, if you're gonna purchase that you wrote your name, you represent yourself versus us. So when we do a transaction, it's only between me and you.
Yeah, so we didn't know at the time, guys. So anyways, we signed that paper. 2 months later, we come back with our realtor, and when we come back inside, we sign the paper again. And they're like, have you guys ever been here before? And we were like, yeah. And then that was it. Like, literally just like as simple as that. It's like, okay, well, enjoy your guys' time, blah, blah, blah. But we were speaking to, at that time, the customer rep, okay? And the lender comes out, or she comes out of her little room, or the realtor. I don't know if it's a lender or the realtor. I don't know who the fuck
she just represents Beezer Homes.
Yeah, she represents Beezer Homes, but I know she does more of like the paperwork and stuff, and she's probably the one that gets the commission.
Yeah,
so she's most
the one,
likely
yeah.
the lender. She comes like out of her door, and she's like looking at us, and she's like, hi, and I was like, hi, and she's like, have a good day, you know, blah, blah, like, I don't know what the hell, like she just like looked at us, and we're like, oh, hi, like, blah, blah, whatever. Did nothing, anything of it. We go back, but keep in mind, guys, too, though, like, the people that were looking at these homes were like 30, 40-year-olds. Like
a average age to buy a house.
Yeah, and like we were like 18 and 19.
So
they were like looking at us like
stupid, like you guys are just like messing around here.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here. Yeah, they didn't come up to us like, what's your name? How can I help you? Like blah blah blah. Cause she was having a whole conversation with another lady, like her husband. So they were just like, hi, like looking at us like, okay, have a good day, keep looking, whatever. So we go inside the houses and we're looking around, guys. Like we reached the second or the third house, and we're talking to our realtor, and he's just telling us like, these are nice homes, but if you guys want to get something like this, you guys are gonna need fat down payments. And we're like, yeah, that's okay. Like, we're willing to do that. Like, even if we have to like not get our house until like the end of 2022, like that's fine.
Yeah.
And we were just talking in the middle of the kitchen, huh?
Yeah, just talking normal.
Dude, that fucking lady comes in like pissed, huh? And,
yeah,
and
I was confused.
There was like a family upstairs, but she comes in like pissed, huh? She's like walking.
She was walking like aggressively.
Very aggressively, dude. No, she overdid that. I felt like I was gonna get fucking spanked. Like, that was like mom vibes. Like,
I was just like, bro, like, there's no reason to even act like that.
Yeah, so she walks in, right, and she's mad. And then she comes and she, like, looks at our realtor, and she's like, how dare you, to our realtor.
Dude, I thought like they're messing with each other, like if she knew him.
Yeah, we just standing there, we're like...
Like, that girl was weird as fuck.
She was so fucking weird.
She's weird.
So yeah, she went there, she, how dare you? And he was like, look, he like was so confused too. He's like, like, and she's like, you knew that was wrong. You lied and said this was your first time here. And he's like, it is my first time here. I've never seen these houses before. And she looks at me, she's like, you said it was your first time here. And like, I'm like, what the fuck? When did I say that? Like, we had said, like, oh, yeah, we've been here before. But when she asked him, like, have you been here before? He said no. Because he has not been here.
Yeah, no.
The realtor has not been here before. That's what the customer rep heard. The realtor or the lender, whatever fucking heard. The customer rep asked us if we'd been here before. And I said yes. So, like, none of us lied. And I was like, huh?
And I guess she double checks like the paperwork. Like, she will like probably look up your name to see if you logged in here before. Because how she found out.
Yeah, but guys, literally we were like getting in trouble. So anyways, guys, to wrap that one up, yeah, like at that point we were like being told stuff. Like left and right. We go visit another house, and like it was just like nobody was taking us serious. Like nobody was like sitting there. We visit San Joaquin Valley Homes. And like it was the same thing, like
at
no
that
one
age,
cared to
like
talk
I
to
didn't
us.
notice it. I didn't care. I wasn't even thinking of that at that age. I was just like, okay, we're looking at houses. I'd rather be alone anyway. That's how I was thinking.
I already seen it because I'm like, that's like.
No, for
like,
you, yeah,
I felt like I had to dress up to go, because I'm like, maybe they think that we're like fucking like just playing around.
Yeah.
So like it was just like so it's such a discriminating feeling. Like
no, for real, it was
just because of our age. So anyways, that was that situation right there. But like literally fucking bullshit. Anyways,
I'm not gonna lie. If you have someone you can trust, like your parents, I would have them represent you to go look at the houses and buy them.
Yeah.
But you're the one paying. Like literally, because I mean, not that like a lot of people. I don't explain it. Like all I'm gonna say is,
You get fucked over
at a
so
young
many times.
age, like if you know someone who's going to buy a house, like even if they just look like they're in their teens, I would literally like prefer to have someone older go look at the houses and represent you. Like if they're the ones buying the home, because literally everywhere we went, we got treated like age discrimination up the ass, dude. Like it was no joke. Like even with this home, it was horrible.
Oh my god, you guys.
But I mean, we're not gonna talk about that today.
We're gonna get into that another time, but you guys, like, we were like,
it was horrible.
Horrible. I was crying like every day. There was like, I don't know if they thought that I wasn't Mexican, but it was like, so it's such a disgusting feeling, and it was so sad.
Yeah.
So basically, guys, I end up finding this house, and I loved it. I was like, oh my god, like this house was like, I seen it on just Zillow, and it was like a new build.
And it was in a good area.
A really good area. Like Nathaniel had said, he wanted this area.
In this area.
He wanted a 2-story home. And I was like, okay, and it's in our price range. Like, we could do it. Blah, blah, blah. Like, let's do it. So then I set up a meeting. Me and Nathaniel come. We come to the meeting. And at the meeting, the lady was so... That lady was so nice. And I'm so sad she left. Because she was, like, the only good person from Woodside. That's where we have our home. She was the only good person from Woodside. Everyone after that, screw them, F them, don't care about them.
Yeah.
Horrible. But that lady was super nice. She made us feel like not stupid.
She was kind of like, okay, if you guys are doing it, you guys are doing it. Okay, let's do this, guys. It's whatever. She was just kind of like giving us basically like a good customer service.
Yeah, very good. So basically we sit there with her, and before you go and you talk to them, this is where the realtor did come in, because he did go and get her email, and we were the first ones to find out about the house. Luckily, we were like the first of 6 people to be emailed, and the houses were going like this, like
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, like we were like, oh, can we get that one? Like, can we get this one? This and blah blah, this lot number, and like it's gone. We're like, oh, the fuck, it's gone. Okay, so then our realtor ends up messaging them again. Okay, let us know when this model becomes available, because everybody wanted this model. And she's like, okay, yeah, like actually the city, this is not, like we have one model available. Let me know if you guys can make it tomorrow. And as soon as they said that, I was like, Nathaniel, we're going tomorrow and we're gonna go look at that house. Like, we're fucking
Yeah, she was on that shit. I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, so we end up going, we go look at the house, and we can't see because they had no models.
Yeah, they have no models, no model homes.
Yeah, no model.
They have them now, but
when you're getting a new build, I genuinely feel like it's worth more of your money, especially if you're tight on money. Like in our situation, I think the new build was the best.
Well, yeah, to get everything up to date, you don't have to worry about anything, because anything that was messed up, they come and fix it.
But I noticed that, like, not in our phase, motherfuckers, but in the second phase, they were offering like free washer dryers.
I know, because their houses weren't selling.
Yeah, their houses weren't selling at that point. But then like it picked back up again, and they said screw that, because it only happened for like 3 months.
Yeah, but even then, though, they
still
even have a sign.
Incentives.
They still have that sign.
No, now it's a different offer.
But it's still a good offer.
So basically, first phase, didn't get nothing. Second phase, you got a free washer, dryer, and fridge, plus like an incentive. I think it was like $10,000.
I know, it was stupid crazy.
Stupid crazy, right? Third phase, now they're offering like 12 months, no interest.
Yeah.
And something else. I'm like, bro, we did not get offered that. But all of these things, you only get them if you are qualified through their preferred lender. So, so basically, the first lady that we went to, we couldn't use her anymore at all. Didn't matter how much she approved us for. We had to go to their preferred lender. And when we went through them, like, I feel like that's why it was so easier, because they trust their own lender to pre-approve us. And then at the same time too, like, I feel like that's why they were more flexible with us. Like, okay, then like basically, like, let's just say like we had to put $38,000 down and we only had 36, and they were like, okay, can you guys hold off on the house for 2 months? And then they're like, yeah, we'll stop building yours for a little bit and we'll do this, and then 2 months later you can, like, you know, like they were like, you're able to mess with them and maneuver them a little bit more.
Yeah,
when it comes
a little
to,
more
like,
flexibility.
Yeah, when it comes to new builds and being approved by their preferred lender. And you also get like sometimes like $10,000 towards closing cost.
Yeah, it's crazy. The only thing that I would say is kind of like, not that it evens out, but like the con of getting their incentives was not necessarily what they're offering, but just the marketplace of the houses. Like I'll say it, we got our house for how much did you get for 370, right?
I think it was 370 or 368.
Okay, 368. We got this house for 368. The exact same model. The people right behind us have the exact same model. They got it for over 400,000.
Yeah.
So that's the only bad side to it. And to be honest, I would rather fucking take this for all my loan.
Oh hell yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they got put a bigger down payment. They have to qualify for more and pay more monthly.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So that was just the market value of the house at that time. It skyrocketed. This model even went up to like 430.
Oh yeah.
I seen it at 430. And then people were buying them still at 430. I'm like, bro, are you serious? And then it went down all the way down
to 370 to what we bought it.
Back to what we bought it at. So literally that middle phase got screwed. Like yeah, they got their freaking washer and dryer, but maybe that's why they're offering that. Because the market went up and no one was buying them. Because like how the hell are we gonna buy that house when these people got it for like $20,000-$30,000 cheaper? So that's why they're offering a fucking washer, dryer, and a fridge with 12 months no interest.
Yeah, that's very true. So guys,
pick your poison.
Yeah, pick your poison.
And like
there's
I said,
a lot to it, but once you have your guys' the lender, that's what I'm saying, the lender you guys have and the realtor that you have play a big part in it, because they can make things so much easier for you. They could break it the fuck down. Like, hey, this house is offering a free washer and dryer, but I'm gonna tell you one thing, you're gonna be saving blah 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 blah. Or like, hey, your solar panels, you don't have to lease them, you should do this. Like, I like it when people put their personal opinion on it, because I'm like, please help me.
No, yeah, it's much more better. Like, a person's like, oh, that's not like, I don't get to like put my input. That person just don't know shit and is there to just collect a check.
Yeah,
I'm being honest.
Yeah, I there's this girl that I follow that's a lender, and you guys, like, I see her and the way she treats her clients and customers, and I think they're called clients. But like, it's so sweet, and I feel like all she does is just inform people, and I'm like, more people like that need to work in
real estate.
The real estate industry, because it's like you can get so effed over by buying houses. It's fucking insane how much you get effed over. And when people help out because they genuinely want to, I don't know, I think the world would be a better place.
The world would be a better place.
No, literally, because tell me, should I sell my house right now or wait 6 months?
But you just never know.
Because I don't know. And then there's people like, I don't know. Oh no.
But you truly do. I mean, you truly do never know. But if you're gonna go with someone who's been with the market flow, so you just want someone to make a decision for you.
Not make a decision for me, but help me. Like, there needs to be a point in time where people need to understand. There's people that are more educated than them in certain aspects in life. I don't know shit about real estate compared to like that girl.
No, yeah, I'm saying, I thought you were talking about the market, like when do I buy and sell, like that. You can never know.
No, you could never know, but somebody else will have a better estimate than
someone,
me.
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it's better to ask somebody, and it's okay to be dumb. It's okay to ask for help.
Just don't look too dumb. They'll play you.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, with somebody like your lender or realtor.
They just have to be genuine coming off
as them.
That's what
I'm saying. That's what
like,
I'm saying.
You can't ask for it. They have to just be genuine.
That's what I'm saying. It's important to find out who you're going to be working with. We basically talk to the lender. We get an estimate on how much we need down, how much we're going to be paying a month, and like a couple of other things. They give you like a whole breakdown, which I really like. And they'll straight up tell you, like, you need to work on this. Like, if you work on your credit, come back in 6 months and we'll get you preferred. We'll get you guys better. But the thing with us, where we messed up so bad and I regret it, is that we were impatient.
No,
because Nathaniel had already gotten, like, he was already finished with his
my second year of school for something else.
And he was getting a very much more high paying position. And he was gonna start Monday, and our closing day was Friday. If we would have waited 2 more months, 6 more months later, anywhere from 6 months to 0 months, whatever the fuck, we wouldn't have to had put anything down. Zero. We would have put $0 down. But we decided to be like, no, we want our house right now.
Because we didn't know if I was gonna get that job or not. We're just going with the flow. We were so close to getting our key. No, I got it like literally like a week before. I had to let my boss know that I'm gonna quit, but I didn't tell him because I didn't want Escrow to shut down.
No, you knew you were getting that job like 3 weeks, a month before you signed that paper.
I don't even remember.
You remember? Because remember you knew, and you were like, I'm not gonna put my 2 weeks in. And you didn't even put your like 2 week or 1 week in.
Oh yeah, I just quit on the spot.
You had to quit on the spot. So basically, something that we really, 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 really regret doing and being is very impatient. So when we bought the house, Nathaniel was only getting paid. Well, when Nathaniel signed and said, I want the house, and we put $4,000 down on the deposit on the home.
For the lot.
He was making $24 an hour. Okay. Come next, he finishes school while like the whole house is being built and stuff like that. He's finishing school. Nathaniel applies and gets like
I applied for a new job and I got a pay raise.
He got a big pay raise, right? And when we let our lender know and we let our realtor know, they said, okay, well, like, let us know if you want to restart the process.
Yeah, you got to restart now.
You have to restart now. Yeah, completely restart. But now your estimated date, completion date, and escrow date, and all that is gonna move back because now we have to like basically you're reapplying.
You have to start over and go through that whole process again.
Yeah, the whole process. So we were like looking at each other and we're like, fuck, like, nah, let's just like, no, just.
But that's keep in mind, 18, 19, we don't know shit. No one's there telling us.
But because what could have happened too is like, because interest rates vary day by day. They change day by day.
Probably screwed over.
We could have gotten screwed over with interest rates. Like you never know. Like we could have like been saving that like $38,000, or we ended up paying like $45,000 with the closing costs and everything. So I was like, yeah, we could have been saving $45,000. But at the same time, like, what if the interest rate went up like by 2%? I mean, I don't know if it would have went up that much, but like. Still, you know, like, I don't know, making myself feel better.
Nah, we fucked up. We fucked up. I'd rather have that 45.
Yeah, so basically,
we fucked up.
We talked about it. We're like, nah, we're gonna get the house. So we get the house, even though we could have saved $45,000. Sucks, but whatever it is.
Well, who knows? We'll probably have to put a little bit, like half of that down.
Maybe like 10,000.
Maybe like 10,000 down and.
That's it.
Pay cheaper a month.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, anyways, guys, basically.
Oh my god, I think we want to sell this shit right now.
So the month before we close on our house, before he signs the paper, like a week before you sign the escrow papers, interest rate went up.
Oh yeah.
And they basically said you need an extra $10,000 on top of your $38,000 to be approved by yourself now.
Yeah, like it went up literally.
Or you need to be making $26 an hour. And we were like looking at each other like, he's gonna be making way more than 26 if you wait until like June 5th. Like June 6th or something like that. We're like, just like this day he's starting his job, like it's gonna happen. Like it's not that he doesn't. And they're like, I know, but if you want the house and you want to sign the escrow papers next week, you need to be either making $26 an hour or like we need $10,000 more. And we were like, motherfuckers, we just fucking saved a shit ton. We cannot fucking pull $10,000 out of our ass in like 2 days. Like we cannot do that.
Yeah. And
so I remember we were like, well, what else can we do? And they're like, do you have a cosigner that's making like minimum $15 an hour? And we're like, or like literally they just needed me to work a fucking KFC job, a McDonald's job, something. They're like, what about her? Like, and I was like, I quit my job in February. I had just quit it because if you guys are watching our podcast, you guys know that I started my job in January. I could have gone on the loan with him had I have kept my fucking job, but I left it in like after 2 months. Like I started in December and then I ended in February because our situation with like living at my mother-in-law's.
Yeah.
Like the car, like we only had one car, like we just couldn't share a car. Like it was easier to let the job go. So basically they tell me like, do you still have your job? Because I remember I tried applying with him and they're like, you don't even need to go on it, to be honest. Like you really aren't helping anything. Like,
you're not helping. You're there, yeah.
Yeah, like if anything, it'd be more smart for you to like not be on it. So when you guys get another house, you could be a first-time home buyer.
Yeah, they help out.
Yeah, like they were saying, like just don't do it, girl. Like really.
Yeah, like get out of here, man. You're making it worse.
Get your fucking little ass out of here. So, anyways, that's why I wasn't on it initially.
Anything to make her not go on the house.
Anyways.
They're like, fuck, man, I'll co-sign. Don't go on that shit. Fuck.
Shut up. I didn't have bad credit.
You're horrible. You're still.
Anyways, so I quit my job, right, guys? And the guy's like, this motherfucker tells me, he's like, oh, does your wife still have her job? Like, that's all we need. Like, we could just add her on. Because all he needed was, like, literally just a little bit because the interest rate just went up. Doop, and so we just needed that little jump.
Yeah.
And so when he asked us that, we're like, no, I don't fucking have my job because you fucking told me I didn't need it. You told me that I didn't need it. And I don't fucking have a car. I have a car. I have a phone. Guys, that's something about me too. It's like when I'm stressed, I cry to literally anybody.
Anybody?
Well, you know, like, remember, like, when Dolls was throwing
You're
up?
you're weird for that. You're weird. I'm gonna tell you, you're weird for that shit, bro. I'm sorry. You're weird for
I was
that.
all crying to them. What is it? The salon?
The salon girl.
The groomers? I was oh my god.
I'm like,
sometimes you guys go, it's too much, and, like, you just start
why cry, bro?
because it's a lot. Oh my god. Anyways, so guys, motherfucker asked me if I fucking still had my job, and I was like, no, I don't fucking have my job. So
You're like,
I fucking have a car.
You're like, I'll go get one right now.
Yeah, I did tell them. I was like, wait, I don't like blah blah. And they're like, it doesn't work. And I was like, I have a boutique. They're like, it doesn't work. I was like, and they're like, like, we understand you guys have the money. We understand it's gonna come, but you guys are just gonna have to wait. Yet again, we were impatient, and I remember like crying to my mom, like, oh my goodness, mom, like, this
Like,
is
look
what's
at,
happening.
if I'm gonna be honest, like, telling the story now, it looks like, it felt like it was a way different situation.
What?
Like, just telling the story compared to what it actually was.
Like, it's honestly, it wasn't that deep. We could
It
have just
wasn't
waited.
that deep.
We really could have
I
waited.
think it was because, I don't know, I feel like there had to be a catch.
No, we were so sad. Like, we wanted to be on our own because everything that had just happened.
I think
like,
because, like, if
we
you guys don't
didn't
know
wanna
us,
rely-
we went through a bad depression phase. We needed to be out of, like, everybody's way, and we needed to be alone.
We needed to
So
just
we're
be
depressed as
alone.
fuck. So we're
Like,
just
I felt like I was like, it was either like it was our happiness on the fucking line. Like, I felt like it was our new life on the line. Like, I really wanted to just leave, like, everything behind. Do you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We packed bags already. We had our stuff packed because I was so done with, like relying on anybody. Like, relying on having to live with your mom or my mom. My mom was amazing. Like, I love my mom, and I'm so grateful for her, my stepdad, that let us stay there. But at the same time, like, it wasn't my house. Just the same thing as, like, at your mom's. It wasn't our house. We were bumping heads all the fucking time. Like, I was just ready to leave that all behind. Like, screw it all. Like, I love all of you guys, but we need a break.
Mm-hmm.
We need a break. Like, I need to figure this out. And honestly, so I felt like, to us, it was like all these things that we were being hit with left and right. I was like, no, this is like the happiness that, like, I wanted so bad. Like, this was our way out.
Yeah.
And, like, it just felt like it was just going away.
Yeah,
and so, like, I think that's why we were so impatient and we wanted it to happen so bad. It was because, like, we worked so hard.
We're seeing it from a different perspective because we're more mature now. And we're out of a depression phase, so we're seeing it like...
Like, now I could be like, because also, guys, we did get approved for our second house in 2023. And I think our depression had already left because when we got approved for it, like, everything was beautiful. It was, like, beautiful, beautiful. I missed
just that the mortgage payment was a lot of money.
It was a lot.
We could do it,
but we
it was
were
like,
smarter. We were like,
we're more mature. We're like, you know what?
Fuck that house.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I can see us settling there for like a decent time. But I just don't want to, like, you know, life happens. Life throws curveballs.
We didn't want to have to be pinching pennies that
I
bad.
did not want to be pinching pennies.
So we were like, nah, that's too much. Even though we were approved, Nathaniel was pre-approved in everything. Like we were just gonna go get our lot, and we talked about it, and we, like, actually sat there and we were like, okay.
Yeah.
Just because we're pre-approved does that mean we should do
no.
it? And we were like, no, let's be so fucking for real. No, we shouldn't. But anyways, so, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at that time, it felt like it was our only way out. Like, in 2023, when we were pre-approved again for our second home, that was much bigger, beautiful, like one of our dream homes, honestly. We looked at each other and we were like, no, let's not do it. Like, we had a clear head on our shoulders, but that time we didn't. So when we were hit with all this, I basically, like, was, like, just crying and, like, super, like, upset because I felt like we had, like, nobody to just call the phone and be like, hey, can you help me? Like, can you help me? Because, like, Nathaniel's, like, we just had a falling out with, like, Nathaniel's mom and dad. So, like, we couldn't call them, you know? And then my dad, the thing with like my biological dad is that he could have helped, but instead he chose not to. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like I know it's a big thing to ask somebody, but when it comes to your parents, I don't know. Like to me, I'm like, cause okay, look at it this way, guys. My mom is like, how can I say this? My mom is not in the like. My mom does not have the 1,000 fucking credit score. My mom doesn't have like the fucking. She's not a fucking lawyer and like all these crazy things. She's not. But one thing about my mom is she will do anything and everything for her kids. Like she does not give a shit. She'll fucking take the clothes off her back and she'll give it to any one of us. So when I had told her the situation that had happened, and I told my biological father that is in a completely different situation. He has like his own business and he does this and he does that, and they're in two completely like, you know, like they're completely different. When I told my biological father about what was happening, he literally gave zero fucks, guys. Like he gave zero fucks. Like, okay, well, like I don't know what to tell you. Like, okay, yeah, that sucks. Like, let me know what you guys do.
And like I'll let you guys know, like we're not asking like we expect it, you know, like we expect a handout. It's just the way like you went about it.
No, like cause like that's fucked up. I think as a parent, like I don't know, like me as a parent, I'm gonna say mine. Like Adeline, like if Adeline needed fucking anything, like I would give it Eddie anything. Like, okay, you need this, here you go. You need that, here you go. Like I want to see my daughter like good and okay in life. And the thing is like, yeah, I know it's like a big ask, but I don't think it's that big when you like love your kids and you like want your kids to do good in life. I don't think it's that big of an ask. Like I really don't. Like I don't know if it's just me as a mom, but I don't think it's that big of an ask.
No, this is why it was a problem. Not because he said no, because it's fine to say no. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Like, you know, we're not gonna sit here and be mad about that. Like it's life, you know. It is the fact that he did co-sign for someone else.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
And that's why we're pissed. Like you can't do it for your own daughter.
It's crazy because he did it. It's crazy because he didn't even end up. Okay, so basically, what he told me had happened was that he was gonna co-sign on his brother's like third house, and I don't know what had happened, and then he had said like also like I'm co-signed on a car for your cousin. And I was like, wait, what? So you can't co-sign for me, but you co-signed already on a car for a car for your niece. And then you go and you co-sign on a house. You're gonna co-sign on a house for your brother. Like, I don't even know what happened. I don't even care what happened. And I don't even, like, I could care less if he lied or he didn't lie, whatever. But that was the excuse I was given. And I was so brokenhearted because I was like, okay. Like I know my place, you know, now, like as your daughter, like I know that's like, he was willing to do it for everybody else. I don't know if he did it because he's a liar.
But regardless though, like I'm not gonna co-sign on something for my brother, for my sister, from, like, you know.
Without co-signing on your daughter first, making sure your daughter's okay first.
Making sure like, I'm not gonna lie, as soon as my daughter reaches the teens, from there on out, like regardless, I'm not gonna think about co-signing in general. But if I was co-signing before, as soon as my daughter hits like 12, 13, I'm not co-signing anymore, because what if she needs me when she's like 20?
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm thinking ahead already. So that's fucked up though. Like, how you gonna co-sign for your brother and your niece, but you can't do it for your own daughter? I'm like, that shit is stupid. It doesn't matter. You can be like, oh, don't be so like that. Like, that's his brother, that's his niece. Like, bro, fuck that, bro. Like, what you mean?
When you create your own family, like, your kids are your number one priority.
Your kids, man. That's your kids.
I would much rather, like, I don't know, guys. To me, I just found it fucked up. So basically, like, I'm like sad about that because I'm like, well, that was my only option.
Yeah.
You know, like, we can't go to his family because, you know, everything that happened.
Falling out, so okay.
Yeah, and I couldn't go to him, and I was like, well, okay, well, and like I already understood, like, you know, my mom's situation and stuff like that, and I had talked to my mom about it and my stepdad, and then they were like, we just sat there and we were just having a conversation. Like, I'm like, I don't know, like, it's just not working, it's not happening. And like I just remember just sitting there and just like feeling like tired, like oh, like it's not gonna happen. And my mom and my stepdad were like, well, just add us, just try it. And then I was like, what do you mean? And my stepdad's like, well, I don't know what's gonna happen, but just try it. Like here's this, here's that, here's this, try it. And my mom was like, here's mine, here's this, here's that. I don't just try it. Like, let me know what I need to sign, what I need to do. Like, just try it. I don't know what else to offer you guys. I wish I had $10,000 to give you guys. She's like, I don't have any, like, I don't have that, like, $10,000, like, in my left pocket to give to you. She's like, but, like, you can just try me. Just try it. And, like, I remember, like, you want me to try it? She's like, yeah. And I was like, should I? She's like, yeah. So, like, I went on the thing, and I submitted both of them. I submitted both of them. Basically, a couple days later, we get back an email, and it was like, congratulations, Maria has been pre-approved to, like, co-sign with Nathaniel Becerra. And I was like, oh my God, no way. Like, we were, like, so happy again. Like, like, something so, like, it's crazy because we didn't need a strong co-signer. Like, that's how I've, like...
Shoot, yeah, like, we didn't need one. Like, we didn't need, like, someone with a degree to have a job, Like, literally, she could have been working at fucking a dollar store.
Yeah, I could have been doing anything. And I always, like, I just find it crazy. And, like, I always look back at that, like, little thing. And I'm like, it's so insane how somebody, like, that can offer so much versus, like my mom doesn't have much. But the fact that she would give us anything and everything, do anything in her power to make sure, like, hey, I don't have it, but try it. Versus, like, this person that had it was like, nah, don't even try it. I don't want to do it. Yeah. I don't want to do it. And, like, I don't know, like, it's just, like, a life lesson. I'm like, dang, like, I don't know if it was supposed to be a lesson or, like, a teaching moment.
No, because, look being honest, you're not on good terms with him, so what if his name will be on the house right now? That's not good. He can do something.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think, like, it was a good teaching moment, like, from God and everybody. Yeah. Like, it's crazy, guys, because we were just given lesson after lesson lesson. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's just, I don't know, because, like, my mom, like, I don't know, like, it's just insane. Like, the fact that, like, she fit, like, perfectly. Like, it was, like, a puzzle. My mom just, like, snapped, like, right into place, and we're like, it was like a little, like, just a little chip that we needed. And my mom was just like, here you go. Yeah. And, like, even my mom, when she found out, she's like, what? Like, she was so excited. She's like, I'm going to own another house. No, I'm just kidding.
She does, technically.
Yeah, she does, technically, a little bit. But, yeah, she's just like, what? I did it? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you helped me. She's like, oh, my God, that's good. And you want to know the crazy thing about it, too? Is that, like, it takes away my mom's, like, first-time home buyer.
Oh, it does.
It does take that away. So,
but
like,
when she got the house, it was only through Jason, huh?
It was only through my stepdad. So my parents have a house. My mom and my stepdad have a house together, but it was only through my stepdad. So my mom still has that first-time home buyer thing. And since she co-signed with us, she no longer has it. And I don't know, like, that's something that also hit me too. I'm like, you know what? Like, I promise I'm gonna give, like I'm gonna try my best to, like,
help,
to show her that, like,
pay for it back.
Pay it back to her, because, and just show her that, like, what she did for us isn't going unnoticed. Even if it was something so small, I don't give a fuck, because it meant the world to me.
No, yeah, in that moment of time, it meant the world to us.
Yeah, I felt like she was, like, just the key to the, like, the lock. So, anyways, before I cry. It was emotional. It's sad. Like, I'm like, damn. Like, I don't know, I felt like we were let down a lot.
Like, we're not looking for handouts, trying to look for people, and they're saying no to us, so we're all sad. Like, why can't you help us? But, I mean, at the same time, like, we weren't asking for much. Like, we really could have just waited, which we should have. But at that moment, it felt like we couldn't wait. It was just a totally different mindset between me and her compared to the people who we are today. And
look how quick it went up, though, the interest rate.
No, it went up
So you're telling me in 4 months it wouldn't have went up
No, it went up a lot, because we got this house out of 4. And right now it's like a 7. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. But regardless, I wish we had basically us, like the now us, to tell us back then, like, hey, everything's gonna be fine, man. Like, everything's good. Like, just relax.
If it's meant for you, it'll be for you.
Like, I really wish I could talk to myself right now, and because the person I am right now is the person I needed back like 2-3 years ago, really.
Mm-hmm. Basically, my mom co-signs, and basically the house was signed for, and that was it.
That's how we got the house.
That's how we got the house. I swear.
And just to not, like, demotivate you guys, that you guys need someone, I'm telling you, we could have just waited 2 more months.
And we wouldn't have
needed absolutely nobody, okay?
Yeah.
Just so you understand that.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have. Yeah, guys. So.
Don't be like, oh, well, they use someone, so that's how we got. No,
Yeah. No,
we're being impatient.
We're being impatient.
We're being impatient.
Yeah, but.
For real.
Yeah, because 2023 we qualified for even.
2020, yeah, literally next year we qualified for one
a different house.
Yeah, a different one. That was
so
more,
it's like yeah, we didn't really need anybody in 2022 if we would have just been patient.
Yeah.
So yeah, take our story and just kind of like realize that sometimes, guys, you guys just need to wait for the puzzle to fit, and don't just try to make it fit, because
even though we made it fit,
we should have
waited.
Piece in there. We should have waited. We should have waited, because then we wouldn't, like, I feel bad now, like, just thinking back how I took that first time home buyer thing away from my mom. But it's okay, because I'm gonna buy her first home. And I'm just kidding.
You never know. That's a goal. That's a goal. You never know.
No, but yeah. So there's just like, I don't know, guys. If it's meant to be for you, it's meant to be for you. But that doesn't mean to take no for an answer either. Like, don't take always no for an answer. Like, just, there's always a way around it. Like, we could have found a way around it and waited 4 more months, and then maybe 4 more months comes and it's like, hey, you need an extra $20,000. It's like, oh my god, give me a second. And then we would have ended up with a smaller house, but that does not matter. Like, there's just always a way, guys. If there's a will, there's a way, guys. That is our story, and that is how we bought our first home at 18 and 19. Well, I just didn't buy it, but I paid for it.
Calm down.
I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, guys, so that is our story.
Yeah, that's how we got into debt for life.
Yeah. So cheers on that.
Cheers on to forever debt.
So anyways, guys, we hope you guys enjoyed it. What we're going to be doing to help you guys out is giving you guys $100,000.
I know, boss fucking said.
I fucking wish we could give you guys that much, but we don't even got that
well,
much.
we've been buying you guys a fucking house, like, bro.
What we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving away our house. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to DM me, comment down below. We are going to be tagging a couple of realtors/lenders that I would personally feel like, if I needed to go to buy a house again, and who I would go and reach out to again, I would probably reach out to these people, and that's just who's local to me. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
So bye, because my ribs are hurting me already.